Walking Dead there, but they got the restaurant, so whatever you can do to get attraction to your place, that's what you do. But it was a nice, cute little place though. But so got to see something that I didn't see from the movie. So don't be afraid to take those little trips to where movies actually happen. It's nice to put an area to a thing, especially like if you go to Walking Dead. Down in Georgia they have Walking Dead tours all over the place to go to where they shoot Walking Dead. So, but it's always good to put a place to an event or something that you like to watch, and you see the place in real life. It's like, wow, you can start envisioning all the stuff you remember from movies and stuff. But that's on me going on a tangent. Anyway, today we are doing one of my things that I didn't really get to enjoy so much until I got moved down to Georgia, which is fried green tomatoes. And that's an old Southern staple. I mean, there's like recipes for that thing going back. People got, lock and key on some of them recipes and stuff like that. But I said, I do certain health journeys. And one of my health journeys was one of the significant one was raw. Before I had my last 2 kids, I was raw for like 2 years. Raw vegan, 2 whole years. It was good. A lot of prep, but it was good. So, taught me some things, made me learn some things, and everything's about learning, so you should always, always learn new things, no matter how old you are. Learn something new. So I said, you know what? How can I make now? One of my videos I did when I went trying to start doing more keto, I did a fried green tomato that was more keto friendly. Okay, so now we're doing a fried green tomato that's raw friendly. And she was like, when I said I was doing it, I was like, how are you gonna do a fried? How are you gonna fry the tomatoes and it be raw? And how are you gonna do a fried green tomato raw? Well, this is how we're gonna do it. Of course, it's raw, so we're not frying it. Even though there is a way you could do it, which is dehydrator, but that's long and labor intensive. And right now we're about making things easy. Okay, so what we're doing is actually a take on fried green tomatoes. And what we have to help us do that is I found these at Kroger. Kroger's, that's your simple brand, simple truth. I have never looked back for a crouton again. These are crunchy chickpea puffs. Oh, they are so good. You sprinkle them in a salad. Oh my God. I swear it's just, I can't even do bread no more. I'm like, where have you been all my life, So love these. Local Kroger, Simple Truth, salad topper, gluten-free, chickpea puffs. This one is actually seasoned herb. But the reason why I bought this up is because one of the things for the fried green tomatoes is, of course, you have the breading because it's fried. Well, we are not breading it. We are doing a bread topping because it's a wrap, okay? So that's the little trick that we're going to do for the fried green tomatoes. Hi, Kay. How are you? Thank you for joining, who have come to join. Hold on 1 second. I believe I have something, a little error here. Let me just clear that up. Okay, I think it cleared itself up. All right, so I wasn't live on one of my shows. So those of you who were in Holistic Pathways, when you go, you're a little late because we had a little glitch with the live, but we are back and you are here now with our fried green tomato wrap. So what we are using today is collard greens. And you heard me talk about collard greens, the health benefits of collard greens. And if you haven't, there's a video on it. Check it out. YouTube, Facebook, it's in there, okay? Instagram, there's a video about collard greens and the health benefits. And I'm going to do another wrap with collard greens, but when I found, inspiration just comes to me. And when the inspiration came to me, I was like, oh, I need to do this. So how did inspiration come? I'm going to tell you how. Yesterday, I was in Whole Foods. Sometimes you just got to stay at that place. I love food, and I love the selection they have in Whole Foods. I got these wonderful, wonderful, beautiful collard green leaves at Whole Foods. And so I came upon this. This is called Kimchi Ferments Live and Lively Mustard Kale Kimchi, which is not what I used. I did not use that. I used this one. Ooh, see? See? This is what happens when you go live, y'all. This is what happens when you go live. I use this. Turmeric, same people though, but I used the turmeric tomatoes. So I went and I was like, turmeric tomatoes? And then it said, our pickled green tomatoes contains no vinegar, just crisp acidity, obtained from fermentation and tasty tang of raw turmeric. I was like, what can I do with this? Well, this is what I could do with this. So it's a very simple recipe to do. So we have our turmeric tomatoes by Kenchi, raw, probiotic, and vegan. Just vegan. And I have the vegan cheese. Now, I couldn't decide between the Kite Hill or the Mikos, so I've mixed them together. They both are really good. Now, I, of course, can make my own raw cheese, garlic and raw cheese. I've done it so many times. But we're all about doing things quickly and easily. And so now that we have more choices, we have more ways to do it without having to necessarily go into the kitchen if you don't have the time. And this, I couldn't decide. They're both really good. I love garlic and herb, boys and cheese. It's one of the things that's so hard to let go when you're doing raw and stuff. So when I found a way to do it, I was like, okay, because I love that. I have a bunch of different recipes that I make that I use having boars and cheese as a side, as a filling and stuffing. So both of these I end up using. They're both really good. I couldn't decide, so I just used them both. But this, of course, has almond milk for Kite Hill. This is cashew. So it's got a cashew almond milk. So of course, if you have nuts allergies or something like that, may not stay away from this. But once again, you know your body and you know what you need. I only recommend what works for me and what I like. So I mixed it. So I did a good mixture of that. And then I topped it off. So I did this in like 2 minutes. This is my pink marinara. And it was really just tomato, garlic, shallot, onion powder, Italian seasoning. Normally I would do all fresh herbs, but we had that kind of time because I said, both side staple with fried green tomatoes is marinara. And I was like, okay, well, I could do a marinara. I could do one raw. So now it's pink. So this is my pink marinara. Simple recipe. Took me all of my Vitamix. Took me all of cutting took more than it took to blend. Okay, cutting the veggies. 10 minutes, and I got me some quick marinara. So now the next thing we do with this is what? Spaghetti. So now we got to figure out what kind of spaghetti do we want without pink marinara sauce. So that's probably gonna be another video real soon. So that's what I cooked up for that. And then we have, so those were the ingredients. So how do we do this? Well, it's simple. It's so simple, even I can do it. We have in our bowls our turmeric tomato. This is our crushed, if you can see, this is our crushed chickpea puffs. So this is going to be our breading. So when you're like, well, how did I bread that? This is our breading. And it's simple. Put it in a Ziploc bag, get a rolling pin, and bang, 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 and roll. And you get a nice crispy thing. So I love that. And our boars and cheese. So we will start with this. I leave it out so it can be nice and soft so that it's nice and spreadable. And you just spread it on the leaf. And you use as much as you want. So this is around lunchtime. So this is a very quick lunch. You can have this already made. You can prepare this. And you just want to spread it nicely on the leaves like I'm doing here. Okay, nice spread. You see how nice and spread that look on the leaves? Okay. Then, once you spread, you're just going to layer. So you add your tomato. Add your turmeric tomato. Sometimes I use my fingers. Sometimes I use utensils. What I do. Right? Then you sprinkle your topping on. That's the fried part. So this is how it's fried. And then if you want to layer some more, you can add some more cheese. Now, of course, you're not going to spray it, but I would just dot cheese on. As you wrap, it's going to kind of spread anyway. Just dot it on. Take a little spatula, maybe a little more cheese. I like stuff cheesy. Okay? And if I want to do another layer of it, I could. Another layer, a light layer of tomato. There you go. Okay. Light layer of tomato. And some more of the fried part. Then it's the fun part, the wrap. So you can wrap it this way, which I don't think I like, or you can wrap it this way, which I think I like better. So we're just wrapping it nice and neat. You know, it's a nice, it's gonna break. Is this a good way? Let's see. This is a good way. Well, we done it, so this is how it's gonna look right now. Okay, it's a wrap, it's a wrap. Then we get our knife, and then we cut it sushi style, I say. Now you can always eat the wrap. It's not gonna be a big wrap, right? And there we go. How long did that take? It took me a long time to talk, but then it did to actually do this. Hi, Dee. Thanks for joining on Facebook. It took a lot of time, and then I just plate. So we have our little, isn't this a beautiful plate? Isn't this a beautiful plate? I love these plates. People always ask me, why do you have so many plates? And little knickknacks and do that, because you never know when you're going to need it. I love, so much like the presentation. Presentation is key with food. What you see really influences how your food tastes, believe it or not. So when something looks appealing to the eye, it's also appealing to the gut. So I try to make it look as pretty as possible. I have round plates, square plates, Malay plates, China plates. I just love plates. I love having things. So this is my plate, right? I'm just going to plate it nice and neat. And you can see how it looks on the inside. And you could, I'll do it like this, like a little, like how I would do my sushi when I make my sushi. So you can really get to see the beauty of the wrap a little bit. And your little wraps here. And I'll wrap it a little bit more here. Here, like that. And this, I'm just gonna eat. Oh man. I didn't even need the sauce. Normally I don't like marinara sauce in my fried green tomatoes anyway, but oh man, that was so good. Okay. I'm gonna start yumming up on it. But that was easy and simple. Nice simple lunch. If you want to add a green salad to it to make it a bit more filling, you can. And that is my collard fried green tomato wrap. Let me try it with the sauce. Oh, that's good. The sauce has a lot of bit more garlicky taste to it. Okay. I'm not gonna be eating this all on screen because y'all want me to see me eating on screen, especially since I'm like talking and eating. But man, best friend. So when I finish chewing, I'm going to say thank you for joining me. Here's our plate at Lexie's Kitchen Creations. And stay tuned for what my vision comes up with next. Have a good day. Bye.